I have 3 children, an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 7-year-old, and they've been super involved with the arts in a theater program. For what it's done for their confidence has been wonderful, and in a whole appreciation of music and singing and dance.
Well, I take piano lessons with my teacher, Richard, and I really enjoy it because I like to learn different things about like music and stuff. It's fun.
I was asked to be part of a show called the USO Show. It's a tribute to the USO shows of the 30s and 40s. The fun thing about the USO Show, aside from working with a really creative, talented bunch of actors, was the effect that it had on the audience. A lot of the audience was seniors, and a lot of the men in the audience had served in the military, and it was very moving to them to see a group of artists paying tribute to their life experience. That's the kind of thing that can only happen in a community theater within a community setting.
We had the opportunity to showcase a very important and special program that our residents participated in. It was something called Photo Voice. It was the first time that anyone with dementia had participated in it. And they were given cameras and took photographs of anything that spoke to them, and then through a series of prompts described what they were feeling about the pictures that they took. So just being able to showcase their work and give them voice, it was so powerful for them and emotional for them. They thanked us for giving them this opportunity, and they felt like the world was brought back to them.
And here I have a big challenge because I never painted in my life. And Cindy is my teacher, and she's teaching me now. And now I'm doing my 4th painting, and I'm so excited about that. I did one art show last year here, and now I can paint. And to me, it's amazing.
I am a huge fan of the arts. I believe it's one of the most important things for our children. I learned about the Art Center, which is right adjacent to our school, and last year a number of our students were invited to participate. Their experience was unbelievable, and I believe this is one of the most important things that you can bring to a child's education.
Most recently, I was in the Shakespeare Under the Stars production of Twelfth Night. It was a terrific experience, probably my best experience at ESL. It was very community-based. It was in a field. We had maybe a couple hundred people a night, all ages, families, on picnic blankets. On opening night, I went on and I said, like thousands of people over hundreds of years have done this exact role and said these exact words. And now I get to do that here in front of a bunch of kids who've never heard Shakespeare before, and they're just here because it's a picnic. But they get exposed to kind of rich culture, and maybe that triggers their imagination and gets them more involved in the arts.
My name is Clara, and I started taking violin lessons at the beginning of October probably. And I really like just learning new things about all the songs and and getting to play them. It's really fun.
The Art Center has been amazing for the people at the Respite Center.
I enjoy the people here, and I enjoy Chris very much, and I enjoy this place very much.
I also think that drama is the best opportunity I have in my lifetime.
The HCA really brings together all walks of life. It brings people together to talk about things, whether you understand art or you don't understand art or you want to know more about it. It gets people talking, and any type of community event that gets people talking is great. It's a place for the exchange of ideas, for thinking outside the box, for creative problem solving, thanks to the HCA.
I just can't say enough about what this center does for Hopkinton. To me, it is the gem of Hopkinton. When they look back on their life, their childhood, this place is going to be a big part of it, a big and beautiful part of it.
Fortunately for me, I was raised in a family with many music lovers and artists. And so at age 4, I was encouraged to take a ballet class. And I was the youngest and by far the worst dancer in it. So then we tried art classes. And I took this class in the back of a small gallery with 2 teenage boys who made fun of me, and a teacher who would get impatient with the fact that I couldn't render things accurately and would just paint over my paintings. So that was a little discouraging. And luckily when I was 8, I met Zippin. And he was this big burly guy who gave art classes on a fishing dock. And there were times that I felt really discouraged that my attempting to copy this beautiful landscape around me just wasn't working. It wasn't as good as the other students' work. And Zippin would come alongside me and say, well, look, what's out there? What's exciting to you about what you're looking at? And I might point off into the distance and say, well, that little bird and its mama over there on the boat. And I'd have drawn it this big in my painting because that's where they were in relation to me. And he said, well, bring them right here on the dock. Make them big, make them the focus of your painting. Move them wherever you want. And for me, that was a total revelation, that my unique vision could be explored and celebrated. I realized years later that I was learning this other language to really explore the magic of the world. It's completely transformed my life. And I've seen that effect on other people. I think that's why I really cherish environments and places that enable people to have similar experiences. And that's my goal for the HCA. I'm hoping that we can create a place that is that for other people.
So I was a tremendously shy little girl. So much so that I was afraid to raise my hand in class. It was painful for me to even sit there sometimes. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how I went to audition and be in the musical in 7th grade, but that's what everybody did. So I did it, and I had a really good time, but it was a bit painful. I didn't really know what I was doing and didn't know anyone, and it was a little scary. But the single most important moment, I think, in my journey as an artist was the one moment where the high school drama teacher at the time had come to the production, and he made a point after the production to come up to me and say, I really enjoyed your performance, and there was something there, and I would really like you to come out and audition for my show, my play that I'm doing in the fall. We're doing A Midsummer Night's Dream, and I think you'd like it, and I think you should do that. Of course, I was all, wow, that's amazing, and okay, I'll do that. And I did it, and that truly changed my life. It truly gave me a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging. It was my home, these were my people, and it gave me my voice. And that's my vision for the HCA, to have a place where people can come and express themselves creatively in whatever way that speaks to them, but that they feel celebrated, that they feel at home, and that we are this light. We intend to keep the light on for everyone to come and to know that this is where they can come and celebrate their creative spirit.